Hello students, in previous lecture we have studied about the conductance and resistance. Conductance is nothing but what? It is the conductivity of the conductor having the unit length and unit area of cross section. Okay, that we have studied in previous lecture. Now, if you consider the conductivity for the electrolytic solution, means if the electrolyte is dissolved in a solution, for that if you are measuring the conductance, that conductance is nothing but the electrolytic conductance. But the electrolytic conductance is not suitable for measuring the conductance of different solutions. Means suppose you have taken the different solution, it is not suitable, electrolytic conductivity is not suitable for measuring the conductance. Okay, why this happens? Because if you taken the solution of higher concentration, it will having the higher number of ions in that, so its conductivity will be higher. If you take on the solution of lower concentration, the number of ions present in that will be lower, so that's why the conductivity will be different for that solutions, because the conductivity depends on the number of ions present in the solution. Now for that, if you want to measure the conductivity of different solution, its concentration must be same. For that, in 1880, the scientist F.W.G. Tollerache introduced one term which is called as a molar conductivity. Now we have to study about the molar conductivity. Molar conductivity is denoted with the sign lambda. Now this scientist defined this molar conductivity. How did he define this conductivity or molar conductivity? Molar conductivity is nothing but conductivity, means electrolytic conductivity, divided by the concentration of the solution. Okay, how we can define this? Molar conductivity is equal to, or it is defined as the electrolytic conductivity divided by its concentration. Now you know that electrolytic conductivity is expressed in a unit Siemens meter inverse, or you can say that the Ohm inverse meter inverse. Siemens is nothing but Ohm inverse. You know that the unit of electrolytic conductivity, and concentration is taken as a mole per meter cube. Okay, so that will be the unit of concentration. Now how we can find out the unit of molar conductivity? That will be Siemens meter square per mole. That will be the unit of molar conductivity. Okay, unit of molar conductivity will be Siemens meter square per mole. If you take on the CGS system, that will be Siemens centimeter square per mole. Instead of Siemens, you can write it down Ohm inverse also. So I will write here also Ohm inverse centimeter square per mole will be the unit of molar conductivity. So that will be useful for solving the problem. You should know that Siemens is nothing but Ohm inverse. Okay. So unit of molar conductivity is Siemens meter square per mole, or in CGS system it will be Siemens centimeter square per mole. Okay, I will repeat that molar conductivity is the term introduced by the scientist Tollerache. How we can define the molar conductivity? Molar conductivity is nothing but the electrolytic conductivity divided by the concentration of solution. So, if you consider the unit of electrolytic conductivity, that will be Siemens meter inverse. Concentration unit is a mole per meter cube. So, unit of a molar conductivity is nothing but Siemens meter square per mole, or you can say that Ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. That will be the unit of molar conductivity. Now considering the significance of molar conductivity, while considering the significance of molar conductivity, we have to consider the one container. In that, suppose you have placed the two electrode and the distance between these two electrodes will be 1 centimeter. See here, and the electrolyte in which that electrode is dipped, suppose you have taken the electrolyte of 1 mole. See here, for considering the significance of molar conductivity, we have taken one container in which the electrolyte solution of 1 mole is taken. 2 electrodes are dipped in that which are 1 centimeter apart from each other. Okay, त्याच्यामधलं जे डिस्टन्स आहे ते 1 सेंटीमीटर आहे. जे इलेक्ट्रोलाइट घेतलेलं आहे ते 1 मोल एवढ्या कॉन्सन्ट्रेशनचं आहे. Now, if you measuring the conductivity by applying the current, okay, if you measure the conductivity of this solution, you will get the conductivity that will be the molar conductivity. बघा, ही जर कंडक्टिव्हिटी तुम्ही या इलेक्ट्रोलाइटची मेजर केली तर ती जी कंडक्टिव्हिटी असणार आहे ती काय असणार आहे, मोलार कंडक्टिव्हिटी. Now from this experiment, how we can define the molar conductivity? The molar conductivity is nothing but the electrical conductivity of the solution of 1 mole. Okay, 1 मोल एवढ्या इलेक्ट्रोलाइटची जी कंडक्टिव्हिटी असणार आहे ती कंडक्टिव्हिटी म्हणजेच काय असणार आहे, मोलार कंडक्टिव्हिटी. सो हाऊ वी कॅन डिफाइन द मोलार कंडक्टिव्हिटी? मोलार कंडक्टिव्हिटी इज नथिंग बट द इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टन्स और इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टिव्हिटी ऑफ द सोल्यूशन, or we can say the of the 1 mole of electrolyte. Okay, so that will be the significance of molar conductivity. Molar conductivity is nothing but what? The electrical conductivity of the solution which having the concentration 1 mole. Okay, so that will be the significance. Now from this, if you want to compare the electrical conductivity and the molar conductivity, I will write the definition of both. How we can summarize this? Electrical conductivity electrolytic conductivity. Okay, electrolytic conductivity means what? The conductivity of solution. This how we can define out? It is the conductance of unit volume. Unit volume you can take out 1 meter cube or 1 centimeter cube of solution. So electrolytic conductivity is nothing but it is the conductance of unit volume of solution. Unit volume of solution चा जो कंडक्टन्स असणार आहे तो म्हणजे काय असणार आहे, इलेक्ट्रोलिटिक कंडक्टन्स. अँड द मोलार कंडक्टिव्हिटी is nothing but it is the conductance how we can define this? It is the conductance of solution produced due to ions of 1 mole of electrolyte. Okay, so how we can define this? It is the conductance of solution produced due to the ions of 1 mole of electrolyte. बघा म्हणजे काय आहे, ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही इलेक्ट्रोलिटिक कंडक्टिव्हिटी कन्सिडर करताय दॅट टाइम द कंडक्टन्स ऑफ युनिट व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ सोल्यूशन, दॅट व्हॉल्यूम ऑफ सोल्यूशन शुड बी द 1 meter cube or 1 centimeter cube, and molar conductivity is nothing but the conductance of solution which containing the electrolyte of a 1 mole. Okay, त्याच्यामधला जो इलेक्ट्रोलाइट असणार आहे तो काय असणार आहे, 1 mole of concentration. Okay, so that will be the electrolytic conductivity and molar conductivity. I hope you understood the definition of that two or the difference between these two. Electrolytic conductivity is the conductance of solution of unit volume, and molar conductivity is nothing but the conductance of solution produced due to the ions of 1 mole of electrolyte. So now we have to study the relation between electrolytic conductivity and the molar conductivity. So the next point is the relation between electrolytic conductivity. I will write the only sign. Relation between electrolytic conductivity K and molar conductivity lambda. Okay. So we'll see the relation between these. Now see, I have told that the electrolytic conductivity is nothing but what? Electrolytic conductivity is the conductance of solution of a unit volume, means 1 cm cube or 1 meter cube. The solution चा volume किती असणार आहे? 1 meter cube किंवा 1 centimeter cube. That will be the electrolytic conductivity. And molar conductivity is nothing but what? Conductance of a solution. Or you can say the conductance of a solution which containing the ions of 1 mole, okay, of electrolyte. Now, how we can find out the relation between K and lambda? So conductivity, I will write first point that conductivity is nothing but what? That will be electrical conductance one cm cube solution. Okay, so K is what? Electrolytic conductivity. We can say only the conductivity, electrical conductance of 1 cm cube of solution. Now suppose you have taken the V cm cube of solution. Of 1 mole of electrolyte. Okay, what you have taken? Suppose you have taken V cm cube of solution of 1 mole of electrolyte. That time its electrical conductance is nothing but what? That will be the molar conductivity. बघा, V cm cube of solution of 1 mole of electrolyte. आता आपण कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन काय घेतलं? इलेक्ट्रोलाइटचं 1 मोल. मग त्याचा कंडक्टन्स हा काय असणार आहे? इट इज नथिंग बट मोलार कंडक्टिविटी. ओके, सो V cm cube of solution of 1 mole of electrolyte, it's a conductance is nothing but what? Lambda, which is molar conductivity. बघा समजते का हे काय आहे? V cm cube of solution of 1 mole of electrolyte तुम्ही घेतलेला आहे, तर त्यावेळेला त्याचा कंडक्टन्स काय असणार आहे? is nothing but the molar conductivity lambda. Okay, now in a V cm cube of solution, in that each 1 cm cube portion of that solution, म्हणजे V cm cube एवढं सोल्युशन घेतलंय, मग त्याच्यामधल्या प्रत्येक 1 cm cube एवढ्या सोल्युशनचा जो कंडक्टन्स असणार आहे तो काय असणार आहे? K. ओके, सो 1 cm cube, we will write each portion of each 1 cm cube portion of V cm cube solution having conductance equal to K. Okay, so each 1 cm cube portion of V cm cube solution having the conductance K. आता V cm cube मधल्या प्रत्येक 1 cm cube एवढ्या सोल्युशनचा जो कंडक्टन्स असणार आहे तो म्हणजे काय असतो? इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टन्स. दॅट वी हॅव स्टडीड हिअर. ओके, नाउ सो टोटल कंडक्टन्स मग आता काय असणार आहे? V cm cube एवढ्या सोल्युशनचा टोटल कंडक्टन्स काय येईल? दॅट विल बी K into V. So total conductance of V cm cube solution equal to what? That will be K into V. Okay, 1 cm cube चा कंडक्टन्स K आहे, तर V cm cube म्हणजे टोटल V cm cube एवढ्या सोल्युशनचा कंडक्टन्स काय येईल? K into V. Okay, so now the concentration of electrolytic solution which having the concentration 1 mole is a reciprocal of volume. That is the relation. Okay, concentration of electrolyte of a 1 mole, its concentration is reciprocal of volume. That means or you can write it down, volume is equal to 1 upon concentration. Concentration so reciprocal 1 upon किंवा volume आहे तर volume is nothing but 1 upon concentration. Anyway you can write it down. Okay, so volume is equal to 1 upon concentration. Now the concentration of solution we considering in a mole per liter. So I will write here. Suppose you consider the concentration is equal to what? C mole per liter. If you want to consider it into the meter cube, that will be the C upon 1000 mole per cm cube. हे जर आपल्याला cm cube मध्ये कन्सिडर करायचं असेल, आपण काय केलं, कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन C मोल पर लिटर घेतलं, that will be converted into cm cube per cm cube, that will be C upon 1000 mole per cm cube. That will be the concentration. Now we have considered here volume is equal to 1 upon concentration. Now volume ची value काय आहे, volume is nothing but 1000 divided by C. Okay, so that will be the value. Now here we have taken one equation. Total conductance of VCm cube of solution is K into V. I will write here, that will be the equation number 1. And total conductance of VCm cube of solution is nothing but what? That will be molar conductivity. That we have written here, that VCm cube of solution of 1 mole of electrolyte, its conductance is a molar conductor. मग टोटल कंडक्टन्स VCm क्यूब चा जो आहे तोच म्हणजे काय असणार आहे, लॅम्डा. दॅट विल बी कम हियर K into V. So we have taken this one equation number 1, लॅम्डा इज इक्वल टू K into V. तर या इक्वेशन नंबर 1 मध्ये V ची जी व्हॅल्यू आपण इथं फाइंड आउट केली, दॅट इज 1000 अपॉन C, ही फक्त काय करायची, पुट करायची इक्वेशन नंबर 1 मध्ये. यू विल गेट द रिलेशन दॅट लॅम्डा इज इक्वल टू K into what is the value of V, that will be 1000 upon C. So finally we will get relation lambda, which is nothing but molar conductivity, is equal to 1000 into K upon C. So that is the relation between molar conductivity and the electrolytic conductivity. Okay, I will repeat that. बघा, ज्यावेळेला आपल्याला रिलेशन बघायचं आहे, इथून पॉइंट कन्सिडर करा. बघा, फर्स्ट वी हॅव टेकन व्हॉट, इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टन्स, दॅट इज इलेक्ट्रोलिटिक कंडक्टिव्हिटी K इज नथिंग बट व्हॉट, इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टन्स ऑफ 1 cm cube ऑफ सोल्युशन. आपण डेफिनेशन बघितली, त्यावरूनच घेतलंय की K इज नथिंग बट इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टन्स ऑफ 1 cm cube ऑफ सोल्युशन. नाउ सपोज यू हॅव टेकन द VCm cube ऑफ सोल्युशन ऑफ 1 mole ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. ओके, so its conductance will be molar conductivity. Now या VCm cube ऑफ सोल्युशन मधल्या प्रत्येक 1 cm cube एवढ्या पोर्शनचा कंडक्टन्स काय असणार आहे, K. ओके, सो टोटल कंडक्टन्स ऑफ VCm cube ऑफ सोल्युशन इज नथिंग बट K into V. 1 cm cube एवढ्या पोर्शनचा जर K असेल तर टोटल VCm cube एवढ्या सोल्युशनचा कंडक्टन्स किती असणार आहे, K into V, and that is nothing but only molar conductivity, lambda. So that will be equation 1. Now the volume is a reciprocal of concentration, or you can say the concentration is a reciprocal of volume. Suppose you are considering the solution of electrolyte of a 1 mole, that time volume is a reciprocal of concentration. Suppose you considering the concentration is nothing but C mole per liter. समजा एवढा concentration तुम्ही घेतले C mole per liter एवढा, that will be converted into the cm cube. You will get C upon 1000 mole per cm cube. Now this is the concentration. Okay, so concentration is nothing but the reciprocal of volume. That is why volume is equal to 1000 upon C. That value is putting into the equation number 1. You will get the equation lambda is equal to K into 1000 upon C. which is nothing but the relation between molar conductivity and electrolytic conductivity. हे काय आहे, त्या दोघांमधलं रिलेशन आहे. लॅम्बडा इज मोलार कंडक्टिविटी and K is what? Electrolytic conductivity. So that is the relation between molar conductivity and the electrolytic conductivity. Hope you understood the relation between that. Okay. So variation of conductivity with concentration. Now, while studying the variation of conductivity with concentration, first point you should know is the definition of conductivity. What is the conductivity? We have studied that conductivity is nothing but what? Conductance of a solution or solution of a unit volume. That's a volume काय हवा है? Unit हवा है 1 meter cube or the 1 centimeter cube. So the first point is what? In that the conductivity is nothing but what? The conductance of solution conductance of a unit volume of solution. And so conductivity of solution with concentration, how it varies. The conductivity of solution is decreased with the dilution. Means as you are decreasing the concentration, when you are increasing the dilution, the conductivity of the solution is decreases. Now this conductivity why decreases, that we have to study. In that, first we have to consider the definition of conductivity. Conductivity is nothing but what? It is the conductance of 1 cm³ of solution. Okay. Or unit volume of solution. Conductance of unit volume of solution is nothing but the conductivity. Conductance of 1 cm³ of solution. Now, as you are increasing the dilution, what will happen? The number of ions present in the solution will increase. What happens due to the dilution? As you are increasing the dilution, number of ions present in the solution will increase. And why this happens? Because the degree of dissociation will increase. जसं तुम्ही डायल्युशन करत जाल, इन्क्रीज करत जाल, म्हणजे कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन कमी करत जाल, तसं काय होणार आहे? नंबर ऑफ आयन्स इन्क्रीज होणार आहे. बट दॅट इन्क्रीज इज नॉट इन द प्रपोर्शन ऑफ डायल्युशन. ओके. ज्या प्रमाणात तुम्ही डायल्युशन करताय त्या प्रमाणामध्ये नंबर ऑफ आयन्स इन्क्रीज होत नाही. मीन्स द इन्क्रीजिंग अमाउंट ऑफ नंबर ऑफ आयन्स इज नॉट इन द प्रपोर्शन ऑफ डायल्युशन, अँड दॅट इज वाय द कंडक्टिव्हिटी ऑफ द सोल्युशन, as you are increasing the dilution, the conductivity will decrease. Okay. I will tell using the diagram. Okay. Now see here, suppose in the container you have taken the solution that will be 100 cm³. Okay. What you have taken? 100 cm³ of solution घेतलेला आहे. Suppose that solution containing the 500 number of ions. Okay. Suppose you have taken the 100 cm³ of solution of electrolyte which containing the 500 ions. Okay. Now I will write here 100 cm³ will contain the 500 ions. So 1 cm³ will contain how many ions? 1 cm³ will contain 5 ions. Okay. I hope you understood this. Okay. 100 cm³, we have taken the solution of 100 cm³. In that we have considered here only it will contain the 500 ions. Now if 100 cm³ will contain the 500 ions, 1 cm³ will contain 5 ions. Now suppose you increased here volume, means you diluted this solution up to the 200 cm³. Okay. you increase the dilution and this volume now becomes 200 cm3. That time I have told that as you are increasing the dilution, the number of ions is not in a proportion of dilution. The proportion मध्ये नसतात. Suppose we consider here, suppose now the number of ions will be the 700. Okay. Here I am considering only, suppose the ions will be increased by 200 and that will be the 700 ions. Now if the 200 cm3 of solution will contain now 700 ions, so 1 cm3 will contain how many ions? That will be 3.5 ions. Okay, understood till that? See here, as you are increasing the dilution, means the volume increased, that times the number of ions increased, but the proportion is not doubled. Means we have doubled the volume, but the number of ions will not become 1000, it will become 700. Okay, so that time suppose the volume of solution will become 200 cm3, we are considering here that time ions will be 700, so 1 cm3 of solution will contain the 3.5 ions. Okay, now see here, when volume is 100 cm3, that time ions will be 5 ions and now the ions will become 3.5, means the number of ions will decreases here. So the number of ions as decrease, the conductivity will decrease. Means what is the variation of conductivity with concentration? As you are increasing the dilution, the conductivity of the solution will decrease. So here means you are decreasing the concentration. Dilution increase करतोय म्हणजे concentration काय करतो आपण कमी करतो. Means as you are increasing the dilution, the conductivity of the solution will decrease. That is the main point. And for that we have taken this. How this decrease? Why the conductivity of the solution with concentration decreases? Means as you are increasing the dilution, main point is that as you are increasing the dilution, the proportion, the increasing amount of ions is not in the proportion of dilution. म्हणजे तुम्ही जर volume double केला तर number of ions double होत नाही. That is proved experimentally only. Okay. So here I have demonstrated that the number of ions decreases, that is why the conductivity is decreases. So main point you have to remember that as you are increasing the dilution, means the decreasing the concentration, the conductivity is decreased. Okay, I hope you understood till that. Affected as you are increasing the dilution, the conductivity is decreased. Now we have to study the variation of molar conductivity with concentration. While considering this variation, we have to know the definition of molar conductivity that we have studied now only. Molar conductivity is what? Molar conductivity is nothing but the conductance of a solution, or it is the electrical conductance of 1 mole of a electrolyte in a given volume of a solution. Okay, so that is the conductivity, molar conductivity. Molar conductivity is nothing but what? Electrical conductance of 1 mole of a electrolyte in a given solution. Okay, so now increasing, how will it affect with concentration, molar conductivity? The increasing number of ions produced in solution by 1 mole of electrolyte lead to the increased molar conductivity. Means as you are increasing the dilution, what happens here? Number of ions will increase, so molar conductivity is also increased with the dilution. Now this molar conductivity's variation with concentration in case of strong and weak electrolyte is qualitatively different. Okay, now we consider for the strong electrolyte. I will write here molar conductivity with concentration, how it varies. That molar conductivity increases with dilution. Means as you are increasing the dilution or you diluted the solution, its a molar conductivity will increase. But in case of strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte, that quantity or that qualitatively molar conductivity is different. So first we will consider in case of strong electrolyte. solution of strong electrolyte increases rapidly with the dilution. As you are increasing the dilution, the molar conductivity of strong electrolyte is increases, but as you are increasing the dilution, it will got the limiting value, means your dilution reached to the 0.01 molar and 0.001 molar. It having the limiting value, molar conductivity will having the limiting value, and that limiting value means what? After that dilution, there is no effect of any dilution on the molar conductivity, means molar conductivity will remains constant from that dilution. Means see here what happens, as you are increasing the dilution, what happened to the molar conductivity? Molar conductivity will increase, but at some point, means at a 0.01 molar or the 0.01 molar concentration, after that dilution, there is no any effect on the molar conductivity. That limiting value is denoted with, or that maximum limiting value of molar conductivity is nothing but the molar conductivity at the zero concentration, or you can say that it is at the infinite dilution. Okay, and that is denoted with the lambda 0. See here, understood or not? Strong electrolyte. In case of strong electrolyte, what happens? As you are diluting the solution, molar conductivity will increase. But after some time, what happens? There is one limiting value. Means after limit, there is one value that is will consider 0.01 molar or 0.01 molar. After that, what happens? There is no any effect of conductivity or molar conductivity on the dilution. डायल्यूशनचा काही इफेक्ट होत नाही मोलार कंडक्टिव्हिटीवर. मोलार कंडक्टिव्हिटी विल नॉट increase after that, and that value, that limiting value of the molar conductivity is nothing but the molar conductivity at a zero concentration or at a infinite dilution, that is denoted with the lambda 0. Now the scientist that Kohlraasch is studied. What he studied during the 19th century, he repeated the experiment, showed that the molar conductivity of strong electrolyte varies linearly with the square root of concentration, and that will be shown as lambda is equal to. How he studied the relation that lambda is equal to lambda 0 minus a into root c. So that is the relation studied by the Kohlraasch for the relation between what? The molar conductivity and the concentration. Means in 19th century, the Kohlraasch studied the relation between the molar conductivity and the concentration, and that relation or that variation is shown with the relation lambda is equal to lambda 0 minus a into root c, where lambda is what? It is a molar conductivity. Lambda 0 is the molar conductivity at a zero concentration or at infinite dilution. Okay, A is constant and C is nothing but the concentration of solution. So when you plot the graph of this using this equation, you will get the graph like this. See here, I will show here. You will get the one graph, and this will be the linear graph. You will get the linear relationship. Okay, so suppose this is the graph for the strong electrolyte. So you will get the graph from this equation. Means we are drawing the graph for the molar conductivity versus concentration, square root of concentration. We will get the graph like this. Now this limiting value or lambda 0 value, or you can say the molar conductivity at zero concentration, by extrapolating this graph, you will get the value of lambda 0. So this point is nothing but lambda 0. ओके, म्हणजे हाच ग्राफ आपण एक्स्ट्रापोलेट केला तर काय होतंय, इथं जो एक्स ॲक्सिस वाय ॲक्सिसला जिथं टच होतोय, दॅट व्हॅल्यू इज नथिंग बट द लॅम्बडा 0, और यू कॅन से दॅट व्हॅल्यू इज द molar conductivity at a zero concentration or at a infinite dilution. So you will get the relation or the variation for the strong electrolyte. Similar to that, if you consider the weak electrolyte, आता समजा आपण weak electrolyte consider केलं, what happened in case of weak electrolyte? In case of weak electrolyte also, as you are increasing the dilution, the molar conductivity is increases. Okay, so relation is same in case of strong and weak electrolyte. Strong electrolyte means what? In that case what happens? As you are increasing the dilution, molar conductivity is also increases. Similar to that, in case of weak electrolyte also, as you are increasing the dilution, molar conductivity is also increases. But only difference is that you will not get the graph like that for a strong electrolyte. You will get the straight line graph. But for the weak electrolyte, you will get the graph like this. Okay, so I will show here. This will be the graph for the weak electrolyte. Okay, so in case of weak electrolyte, you will not get the limiting value or the molar conductivity at zero concentration. Okay, by watching the graph, you can understand that. See here. So this graph, if you extrapolate this, you will not get any value. This will be, so graph, nature of graph is curve. So due to that, you will not get the limiting value. So for in case of strong electrolyte, you will get the value of lambda 0, or you can find out the value of lambda 0. But in case of weak electrolyte, you cannot find the value of lambda 0. Okay, and that value we can find out using the Kohlrausch law that we'll study in the next point or the next lecture. Okay, so we'll stop here.